the sack leading programs in the country after the dip last year?
Yeah, for sure, man. Since the drop from last year, man, I've been waking up every day just thinking, like, how can I do better? What's the next step? Like, how do we get back to the top? So, there's a lot of pressure on me, you know, me being a senior. So, I'm definitely here, ready to show next year.
How do you set that tone for everyone else to follow you and, you know, as far as showing up every day and doing the right things, especially with a new line coach?
That's just being in front of the line, like every drill, hustling, like trying to run to the ball, like doing stuff that he wants me to do, so I could just lead the room. Like we had a little discussion the other day about me just being more, you know, serious, and you know, that's stuff I got to do since I'm the leader.
Yeah, what is different?
This defensive line, I think this defensive line is like, you know, I think there's a lot of players that's on the upcoming, so it's gonna be a lot of new building blocks, new stones. Like there ain't nobody here from last year that's really, you know, did something. I did all that last year, but you know, it's gonna be a new wave. So like we've been breaking down on new era because it's gonna be something new that we built, that we gonna build with Coach Dallas.
How are you handling the pressure of building up the defensive line to where it was?
It ain't easy, man. Since, you know, I'm a senior, it's hard. I think it's hard because like everyone's looking at you. You know what I mean? Like usually I was looking at Elijah, Pat Jones, Weeder. Now they're looking at me. So you know, I just gotta win every day and just whenever they like keep offering my help and you know keep guiding them the right way.
Do you like when they're looking at you?
I do and I don't. You know, it's pros and cons, but you know I gotta accept it and you know I'm willing to take that.
How different is Coach Dow's style compared to what you experienced with Coach Partridge?
They're both incredible coaches. Coach Dallas, I like him because he's a little bit more like he got more passion. Not more passion, but he got more emotion. Like he's more rah. Partridge's like that too, but Partridge is like a dad. Dallas is like uncle. You know, Dallas is like more like laid back. So you know, there's pros and cons to both, but you know I love both of them.
Yeah. Who are we going to notice? You mentioned there are a lot of new guys. Who's going to jump out when fans watch the spring game?
I think y'all gonna like. To me, I think Nate Metlock been doing great. Nakai and Sincere and Francis, man. Y'all gonna like Francis. You know, I like Francis a lot. He's funny. I like him. Y'all gonna like Francis. So you know, it's gonna be a lot of young guys showing up this year, man, and I'm happy to see it because it's a young players' game.
What's the biggest thing that you feel that you had to work on as a pass rusher to get in the backfield more often and create those sack opportunities?
Yeah, I made a cut up on all my passes and runs, and I think after evaluating myself, when I get off, like I was playing too conservative. So you know that's that's my goal this offseason in this spring is to get off the ball, and I've been doing it. So I just got to put it on, you know, game day, and that was great.
How do you work on that? Like, what's like a drill or a practice that you get into?
It's more of a mindset, cause you gotta think about it, like just get off. Like if it's pass or run, just get off. Like it don't matter, just go. Cause if you go, you never know, man. Good things happen when you go.
You said you were playing conservative, but you don't have a conservative personality. So.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. But you know, it was my first year starting, man. I thought it was gonna be just a walk in the park, but it ain't. So I was a little nervous out there, but I think coming to my second year starting, it's gonna be very different and very better. It's gonna be way better.
What do you think when you heard him say when he moved Kai inside?
Yeah, like Doozy said, like Kai, he's Elijah's a different type of player, but he got something. Like, he got a little twitch to him that's very different. That is gonna definitely help him because he's, you know, I think anybody who moves from D to D tackle, to me, is a pro because you're much faster down there.
You know him pretty well. Is it, once you started seeing him work out at D tackle, were you like, that fits?
Yeah, he got that twitch. Like he got that boot. This is like fast. His first step. That's what I like about the guy. He's down there with the D tackles. I think that's what we needed last year. Just a D tackle that had a little bit more twitch to him. He's lighter, so you know it helps him. So I think it's definitely a good addition to have him down there.
What's the biggest benefit to practicing against an offense that likes to play high tempo and likes to play very fast?
It's a big benefit because like your stamina, like you get used to it. You get used to everything going fast. So when we get in the regular season, things gonna go slow, and we're gonna eat that all up.
How's that going from a communication standpoint?
That's the hard part, you know, getting the line, the commission. That's the hard part about it. That makes like it's chaotic, but you know we adapted to it, so we ready. So anybody who do that against us, I hope they know.
What does Elliott bring to the table this year that you think that he maybe didn't have before?
From last year, I would say it's confidence. I think he's waking up every day, just coming to practice, ready to play. Like, he's more confident. Like, he's doing the right things. Like, I think he's way more confident than last year.
Pat talked about, we asked him about the sack numbers, and he said one thing is it's also the offense. You guys had to defend the run a lot, and so you guys weren't as many aggressive chances. How do you block that part out, though? Like, a defense, you can't worry about what the offense does. You got to worry about yourselves.
It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard when your other side's struggling, but you got to just take it on the chin and just keep trying, man. It was hard last year, man. Like, I've been watching film, man. We didn't get a lot of passes, man. RPOs, runs. It was hard, but this new offense, I believe is going to definitely show some different things. High powered.
Who are you matching up with most, like Branson or Ryan?
I pick my days. I go against one day, then go against the next one. I go against both here. Every other day I switch. So, because my left side is my best side. So Branson's on the right side. So I try to stay over there.
Anything else for Dayon?
Dayon, you mentioned Sincere and Francis. What makes them so good players? They are early in the leagues as freshmen. So what makes them so good?
Well, man, I ain't gonna cap. Your physique, they're really strong, fast. They came in already squatting 400, benching 400. Like, listen, man, we got lucky with them, man. God, we got lucky with them. Yeah, they're just different. Like, the new era is just changing. Like, everybody's just more polished coming into college, and I'm glad we got them.
What was the last thing you remember Coach Parker telling you before he left, as far as just like your connection with him?
Last thing Parker told me before he left, he's a call away, man. Anything I need, any advice I need, I can just pick up and call him, man. He's a good man, and I'm happy for him. Hopefully he give me some tickets to the game.
With Pro Day last week, obviously you saw Kalijah go through it last year, David go through it last week. How much motivation does that give you?
Gives me a lot of motivation, man. I'm up next, gotta have a good year, and we'll have a good year. So, I've been changing, man. I've been going to church, going to Bible study every Wednesday. I was just at my pastor's house. So, I've been trying to change the little stuff and be more, locked in on life.
How much has that spiritual well-being helped you?
Helped me a lot, man. I got the Bible app, so I always play it in the shower. So, I'm focused, man. God's helping me, and I'm just happy to connect with him, because I know he will help me get through where I need to be.
How did you become upon that?
I knew I was lacking something in life, and I just didn't know what it was. So I just had to, I'm like, let me just go to church, man. And it just kept going. Like, I'm going a couple months since I've been going to church and Bible study. So I love it. I just got my Bible yesterday. So, I'm happy.
Was your faith important that, in your family growing up as a kid, and maybe something that you kind of didn't have to pay attention to as much when you got into college?
It wasn't. That's the thing. Like, I didn't. Like, my mom believed in God. Like, they told. Like, we didn't really go to church though. But I knew there was a God. I just knew there was something, but I just didn't know how to connect. And I was, hesitant because I didn't know which way to go, what to believe in. There's so many religions. So I just, went to church and just said, I'm gonna just stick to this path and pray every night. Read the Bible every day. And, he's helping me every day.
Thank you, Dayon.